Hello, welcome to episode 28. Episode 28, this time we're doing Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is just around the corner. I have the perfect meal for you and the girl that you're with, girlfriend, fiance, wife, complicated situationship, whatever you want to call it. So let's look at the board. It's going to take a while, but it's definitely worth it. Okay, this week we need, for our Porterhouse steak, 1,000 layer potatoes and horn sauce. One Porterhouse steak, 700 grams of potatoes, 1/4 cup of duck fat, 2 red peppers, 100 grams of chorizo, 1 onion, about 24 hours, and 250 ml of cream. Good luck. So let's get started. First things first, our steak. Let's take a look at that. Now this is coming from our good friends over at the Cool Shop. All your meat needs. Speak to Victor. Tell him I sent you. He will sort you out. Bear in mind that we're starting this the night before. Okay? Night before. That's why I said it takes 24 hours start to finish. Why do I call this the Valentine steak? Why do I think it's his and her steaks? His steak, her steak. You've got the lovely big sirloin. She gets the fillet. I mean, what more could you want? So what we're going to do is called a dry brine. Dry brine, we start 24 hours beforehand. We are going to put this, we're going to put it in salt. We'll put salt all over it, pat it in, both sides. Then we're going to put it back in the fridge. It stays in the fridge overnight. And what you'll notice by tomorrow, this will be a lovely deep red color. Now, like I said, this is a big piece of beef. Big bit. Angus, of course, because I love Angus. Who doesn't love Angus? So what we need is our salt, and we're going to be, we're going to go for it. So it is very hard to over season a piece of meat this size. Yeah, I mean, just look at that. So for the next 24 hours, that will go into the beef. Actually, the salt pulls the juice out, then it goes back in, and then the salt gets drawn in and it seasons it the whole way through. It is, like I said, I think the best cut for Valentine's Day. So this is going to go on a wire rack in the fridge. So, onto our wire rack and into the fridge. Next part's 1,000 layer potato. These are actually 700 grams of spuds because this thing's so big. We're going to peel the potatoes and put it through our mandolin. So we'll just set up our mandolin. Yeah. Now this one has a guard. I advise using guard. Now we're going to need a bowl as well. So let's put that there for now. Our potatoes, to make it easier, we're just going to cut them in half to start with. And then we'll get our duck fat in a minute. So, in it goes. This thing has little spikes in it, just in, push, and then there you go, lovely and thin, back and forth. So those are our potatoes. Now what we need is a 1/4 cup duck fat. That's what a 1/4 cup looks like. So we'll take that out of this. And all we're going to do is put this in a bowl of hot water. We will just, ooh, that's almost soft. One. Now we're going to take our water and just pour it into here. And all we're going to do is just let it soften. And as that softens, we'll put it over here for now. We have a loaf tin here. That's what we're going to use. So what we need to do first is line the loaf tin. So we're going to take it. Now we'll have to leave a wee bit extra either side. And we just try and get it as tight into the corners as you can. If you look at how nice and tight that is. Now, the idea with this is we're going to put them all into here one by one. So, here's the potatoes. Our duck fat is pretty much there. It is that quick. Look how loose that is already. So we will just drizzle that over. Now we're just going to quickly, and be gentle because you don't want your potatoes to fall apart at this point. Just be gentle, make sure everything's coming apart. You want, if there's any that are sticking together, get in between them, get them greased up, and begin the slow process of just taking one and layering it in. Take the next one. Now when you do this, you want to make sure that you get it overlapping each time. So the idea of these is we're going to put them in the oven for 3 hours. Then we're going to put them into the fridge overnight and let them soften, or sorry, let them set. We put them into the oven let's do that again. We're going to put them in the low oven. It's set at 120 degrees. You can hear it ticking away there for 3 hours. After the 3 hours, we're going to put it, let it cool, and then put it in the fridge with a weight on top of it. And then it'll set up overnight, and then it's just a quick fry tomorrow, just when we're ready to go. And these will be the best chips. Anything that's left over, or sorry, any of the duck fat that's left over, we're just going to take our spatula and add it in. Now we just close it up. See you in 3 hours. They've been in there for 3 hours. Seems like a really long time. So let's get them out. So turn the oven off. Let's pull these bad boys out. Can we get a wee look, see? Oh yes. Man. Yeah, they smell good. So all we're going to do now is put on this, and then we're going to just put in our tins of beans just to weigh it down. But we need to let it cool first. Once it's cool, put it in the fridge. It'll go in the fridge for 20 hours till tomorrow night. So see you tomorrow. We're back. It's the next day. Jamie's here tonight because he heard there was a steak. And yes, it's quite a steak. Look at that. Look at that big bad boy up. So, like I told you before, we put it in the fridge overnight. It has been put the salt in, and you can see the colour has changed. It's got a lot deeper, not darker. All the salt has went in. So what we're going to do, it's a nice piece of meat, we're going to do reverse sear. Okay, so we're going to stick it in the oven, get it nice and toasty in there. And then once it's hitting, we're going for 60 degrees, which is 135-ish internal, because I like medium rare. Then we'll bring it out, let it rest, give it a quick fry, get our nice crust, and then we're good to go. Now, a piece this thick, I reckon it's going to take about an hour in the oven. So we'll put it in now, and we'll see what happens. And, because I'm good, we get a temperature probe. So you want to stick it into the thickest part of your meat. Into the thickest part of your meat. Jimmy, come here, stick us in you. So we will go in that way. Let's go down the fat cap. Okay, that's in. We're going for beef. And currently it's on a low temperature. Okay, so set for beef, and we want low. It's currently at 11 degrees inside. So we will, where's my gloves? Put our lovely steak on top, and then just slip that back inside. And say, once this hits 63, then we're done. Now, on to our next step. We need to do our roasted pepper and chorizo sauce. Now, Boomer has nicknamed this sauce. Do you know what he nicknamed it? No idea. He calls it the horn sauce. He calls it the horn sauce because it's that good, it'd give you the horn. Now, to do this, we need to take the skins off the peppers. We have 2 peppers here. We're going to turn up our gas On the high, we got two. What we're going to do is take this one and this one and just set them on to the gas. That's it. Simple as that. Now we need a bowl. There you can hear them popping and cracking already. So we've got a bowl here and we'll use our tongs. And you can see there already, it's starting to blister. Oh yeah, look at that. So what this is going to do is take the skin off for us, so we won't have to do as much work. If you don't have gas, you can also do it in the oven. I just like the show of this. So you want to get these nice and dark. Try not to get the stems, because the stem will catch fire. I have done that before several times. So these are almost ready. We're going to put them in our bowl, and then we'll cover them with our saran wrap, or cling film. Don't worry, Jimmy will make a guest appearance soon. We'll make his specialty. What was your specialty again? Tuna with jam, onion, mayonnaise. Right, that's stuff Char needs, I think. Right, we'll put these in the bowl. You see the ash is starting to come up off them. I can already start to smell that sort of roasty toastiness. I do like that. So we're just going to let them cover. And you'll see there almost instantly, it's steaming up. That steam needs to stay in, because that steam is going to soften everything, and make it peel very easily. Right, so then all we need to do, leave that for about 30 minutes, and then we'll just slide the skins off. Well, yes, if we are doing a Valentine's Day special, we have our 1,000 layer potatoes, we have our his and her steak, and we have the horn sauce. Horn. We made these yesterday. It took 3 hours to make them. We weighed them down with beans. So what we're going to do is we're going to lift these out. Now I hope these come out as one. Go on. 1,000 layer, but they're not going to be 1,000 layer potatoes. Right, we're going to cut down the middle. Yeah, oh, this looks pretty good. And we'll go down the middle again. Like I said, this is not Weight Watchers food. Gee, where's the duck fat? Just look at the fat. So that's those. So we're not going to fry just for them. We will cut them. Let's go in. Let's cut these into 4. Alright, so that's those cut down, ready to go. We'll put these off to the side. Again, everything's dependent on the steak. We've said it before, we'll say it again. It's not about time, it's all about temperature. Temperature is what matters. My oven is different to your oven, even my mum's oven back home. These ovens are not very well insulated. Sometimes they take a lot longer. If your oven is very well insulated, it will take less time. So depending on the oven, it all matters. We're going to do our onions now, because they take a bit of time. So same as always, off with the top, off with the arse of it, and then we will go that way down the middle. Now you see me cook onions a lot of times. We're not going to talk too much about it this time. And then just put these straight into the pan. And we'll just stir them every now and again as they break down. Right, so here's our chorizo. About half of this, about 100 grams. So we're just going to go bang in the middle. So all we're going to do with this is just cut it down into little pieces. We're going to fry this just to get a bit of the flavour out into our sauce. So we want this in nice little pieces, so we'll just cut it down to start with. All we're going to do is give it a light fry in a pan, add in our peppers and the cream, and then just let it reduce. And honestly, it is one of my favourite sauces. Now, depending on how much you can reduce the amount of chorizo in it, you can add more pepper. You can adjust it as you like. This is how I like it. So there you can see the skin will just come off all by itself. This is Jamie. He's half the reason I'm in this country. Now we'll use the knife just to scrape down the last few bits of that. There you can see how much the skin has just come off.
Want to get all this black?
Yeah, well, what we'll do is we'll just take the knife to it after, just scrape the last few bits. So all we're going to do is just scrape down, and that should allow us just to get everything off. And that should allow us just for the tip as well, just to get everything off.
Even has.
Those are ready. This is ready. We're going to take back on the gas, and here we small saucepan. This is for our sauce, obviously saucepan. So we're going to heat it up. Woo! We're going to go a bit of medium heat, and all we're going to do is put in the chorizo, and we're going to let it go. What we want is to release some of the oils out of it. Look there, you can see already. There's a wee bit of oil coming out, because we want that oil to flavour the sauce. So while that's doing that, we're going to take our peppers. Yeah, we're just going to top and tail them, and then just those we'll just cut down the middle and cut the size as we go. Now this is a wee bit, but if I'm honest, it's a touch much for all this amount of pepper or all the amount of sauce we're making, but I like a good taste. Now this is one of those sauces that if you really wanted to, you could blend it after. Okay, so what we're going to do now is bring the heat right down. This is cream, the only cream we can get here. This is whipping cream. So double cream is just a higher fat percentage. So we're going to add about 250-ish. And as you can see there, you see the colour coming into the cream instantly. So what we're going to do with this, we'll let this run. We'll give it a wee taste. It's actually too, you know, I should have done half the amount of treat. You could do 50 grams and one pepper, let's be honest, for this size. So all I'm going to do with these is put these in here. This oil is up to temperature, means we have a bit more space here. This is just bubbling away. The horn is on. What? I said this was a party pleaser. This will definitely please your party. Nice dark brown. What you would say the most British dish possible. Brine on brine on brine. Full power. Got a bit of oil. This will get smoky. So we got that heating up. We're going to bring this out. Look at that. So we will just.
What kind of steak is this?
This is your sirloin. This is your fillet. That's why it's called a Porterhouse. Right, we're going to lift that off. We're going to let that rest. We're going to turn this off. The sirloin to me. To me. Now for our sauce. We'll just put our sauce. Colour that on. Look at that. And you say I can't plate shit. So, 1,000 layer potatoes, onions, our steak, our sauce. We need a bit of salt. Just a little bit over the top. I love me. Just try and get, look at that juice, as tight to the bone as you can. And that's the T and T-bone. Lano's ass somewhere. Oh, yes. You imagine that as a sharing platter. So let's just slice these up, give them a taste, and then we're good to go. And this, as always, was provided by our meat dealer, Victor from the Cool Shop. Check him out on Instagram and on WeChat, their WeChat shop. You can get everything you need.
Back in Northern Ireland.
Williamson's Butchers. Family friendly butcher. Best butcher in all Lisburn. Best butcher all Northern Ireland. Uncle Jeremy, remember me. Since it's Ding cooks, not Jamie cooks, I get to do the first taste. So we'll go with our shiner. Yeah, it's still a little bit pink. I know it's starting to taste like, but I do love this sauce.
Oh, like the pink.
Oh, bang. I fill up. Still a little bit of pink sauce to it. And the orange sauce, of course. I give you the horn. Here's the potatoes. You gotta try these. Oh, good God. And then the onions. Right, that's it for now. Do this, boys. You know the score. This is grade A. Y'all get in here, taste this.